What up, y'all? Creeper here, bringing you once more the Juggalo shit. So in my last video, I gave a review of the Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash comic book. Now, the night I uploaded it in an act of serendipity, I saw on a post by 215 Ninjas, shouts out to 215 Ninjas, they were doing a review of some rapper, and a ninja named Daryl came on the thread talking about, fuck that guy, you need to review That Nightmare on Friday. And I was like, holy shit, just like that comic book, I had completely forgot about A Nightmare on Friday. So what that is, A Nightmare on Friday, that's the collaborative effort between Jadakiss and Fabulous. It's F versus J, A Nightmare on Friday. So some backgrounds in order. Jadakiss is actually my favorite radio MC, and I don't listen to too many of them, Juggalo as I am. So I'm not going to front and say, oh, I've been down since the locks, you know, nah. It was actually, okay, in that day, Eminem was at the height of his popularity, right? And he had just put out 50 Cent, which had all the 14-year-old suburban kids up in my neighborhood mobbing out in white tees going, unite! But it was an actually legitimate street dude that turned me on to Jada. I was really impressed with the fact that, you know, he was clever, he had flow, and he made you think. So I've been a pretty big Jadakiss mark my whole life. Fast forward a couple years and fucking Bloody Disgusting, of all places, was promoting their album F vs. J, A Nightmare on Friday. Even though they'll show no love to traditional horrorcore, they'll, you know, prop up these big names because the theme of it is kind of like Freddy vs. Jason, F vs. J. You get it? You got like Fabulous with his more cerebral style and Jadakiss with his more like methodical plotting kind of approach to the music. And it's articulated well in the opening track, the F vs. J intro, which also features Jadakiss approaching an almost horrorcore style with the content of the lyrics. And that's good enough for me, man. I'd have to say it's got real crisp production. You know, it's much more socially conscious than a lot of the music that I listen to, but it's also really soulful. My favorite cuts would probably be, aside from that intro, fucking Principles and motherfucking All About It's another good one, and Ice Pick. But I especially like that motherfucking intro. So for this next shit, I try not to riff too much on things that are like current events and shit like that, only because, you know, there's already plenty of that shit out there on the internet for you, and I try not to retreat all the same flavor. I try to bring you new shit, but this issue in particular had me actually like really in my feels, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about King Cringelord on motherfucking Dr. Phil. Holy shit, dude. Could you just make us look any worse? You know, that's really what I take issue with. It's not even the fact that you're a piece of shit. You know, it's your prerogative to be a piece of shit. As much as I say, you know, you should take care of your kids, you know, I can't force you. You want to be a bum, be a bum. I can't, you know, I'm not fucking holding a gun to your head. Although, never mind. I don't want to say that. Could be a death threat. Anyway, motherfucking, that dude. See, my big issue is the simple fact that you're out there on national TV in front of millions with an M. Misrepresenting us, misrepresenting our music. You know, and not only that, you know, you're another one of them bitch-ass horrorcore rappers that says, oh, don't call my shit horrorcore. I'm murder rap. Well, first off, murder rap's already taken. I'm pretty sure, like, Necro used it at some point. You know, I know his is death rap, but he's also said murder rap. And he's not the first motherfucker. There's murder music, you know what I mean? Like, just in general, actually, horrorcore rappers really should, you know, stop trying to create different subgenres all for the same shit. Like, you can call it wicked shit, call it horrorcore, whatever, but don't get mad when people just use a catch-all, you know, because it's simple that way, you know? And there's very little differential elements there to actually justify calling your shit a whole different subgenre. That's just on you. But actually, come to think of it, when it comes to music like King Krimzon, I already do have a term for it. I call it paint-by-numbers horrorcore. And, you know, anybody who's a hard body fan of the genre knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because, you know, every single year there's endless fucking mixtapes with, you know, MC Butterknives is coming out with his shit, and he looks like every motherfucking body else. You know, face painted, contacts in, fake blood all over his stuff, and he's always got to have some kind of raspy motherfucking voice, and like, bloody, gory, I'm the horror story. You know, stupid shit like that. And that's exactly what King Krimzon represents. And now that's the new national face of fucking horrorcore. So suck my dick with all that. As for Dr. Phil being a juggalo, you know, it's funny. I've been a fan of Insane Clown Posse for a long time. You know, as funny as that is, I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit. And my challenge to Dr. Phil is, if you're really, you know, down with the clown, you know what you got to do? You got to go visit your homie Oprah. And when you're having a little cocktail party, throw Ringmaster on the CD deck. Then I'll believe that you're down with the motherfucking clown. But I digress. Getting back to fucking King Krimzon. Jesus fuck. See, like, do you have a modicum of self-awareness? Like, you're aware that you look like an asshole on national TV, right? But even worse, like, when you started looking like an asshole, you start name-dropping juggalos. Like, come on. Don't group us in with you, you know? Of course, everybody knows, you know, the cringy motherfucking, we suspect he might have some kind of mentally deficiency homie who probably rode the short bus and sat in the special ed class. The simple fact of the matter is that'll be our homie, but we don't want that motherfucker piping his cocksucker up and representing us. And that's exactly what you did. And in my eyes, that doesn't make you any homie of mine, you know? And I gave you a fair shake. I never even heard of your ass until fucking, what was it? I guess until the promo for the Dr. Phil shit came out. So I checked your shit out, and your music fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's the same fucking, basically every garage band motherfucking rapper that's ever come into this scene, every fucking underground stage performing ninja who just so happened to get lucky and have all two of his homies show up. That's your shit. And you miss me with all that, you know, oh, I have a crowd of juggalos, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? A lot of the times we're fucked up and we just see something that looks goofy and we go and stare at it for a while. You know, the simple fact of the matter is, if you haven't monetized your shit to the point where you're actually making enough fucking money to support your ass, we don't like you. You know what I mean? We don't fucking like you. You don't have fans. Oh, haha. Oh, Jesus, fuck. See, I shouldn't even get this fucking mad. It's like getting mad at someone with brain damage for shitting themselves, you know? It's just the natural fucking course of things. You can't help it. But, you know, the reason why I'm mad is because you're not talking to us. You're talking to them. You feel me? So when people see you and they see those list of charges of people you fucked over, you know, what if there's promoters out there that are just like, you know what? Nah, I've heard of these motherfuckers. They don't take care of their kids. They, you know, they rap about murder. They're all these socially maladjusted people, which, you know, for some people, you know, that's our catharsis. And for a lot of the creators, that's the catharsis. But you up there giving us this image that we're all these things plus financially irresponsible and retarded to boot. It's not a good look, homie. Matter of fact, fuck you. You're not my homie. Matter of fact, fuck you. Never touch a mic, asshole. And I'm not even a rapper, you know, but I'll tell you, fucking don't touch that fucking mic. Disrespect it, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Thank you all for sticking with me, man. I just had to get that stupid shit off my chest. What could be said about King Krimzon that hadn't already been said by National Geographic? Well, for starters, look at this ass clown. It's like a mad scientist saw the Joker and thought, I know exactly what this needs. An extra chromosome and the exact opposite degree of talent. And for anybody watching this who has Down syndrome, I know what you're thinking. Nuh-uh, motherfucker, this is your problem. Don't pawn this off on us. Which is a fair point. All I'm saying is, this is what happens when you give young Frankenberry the abnormal brain. A friendly reminder that your wife said you have no talent on national TV. The difference between the two of you is juggalos like your wife. So don't be surprised if we open up a GoFundMe for your divorce. Oh, I think we all know where this is going. I'm not surprised that it's ribbed, but it is a little sad to see that you gotta use your own spit to get it in your ass. Well, no shit, Einstein, nobody likes you. Jesus fuck, even your merch looks embarrassed to be involved with your ass. Way to spare no expense on the coloring and typeset, though. I'm sure these sell like hotcakes. How are you going to try to sound like a dollar store Killer C, but when the studio calls show up looking like Cole Hill? And even then you're still swagger jacking because Killer C has a fucking job. This is the face you make on the internet. This is the face you make when a 67-year-old bald man with a push broom mustache tells you suck dick to your face. It's one thing to get cucked by the ICP, but you got cucked by the ICP and this fucking guy. So by the power vested in me by common fucking sense, I'm revoking your right to refer to yourself as the king of the wicked. It's not like you earned that spot anyway, but being a blubbering spurg in front of Oprah's homie does not the wicked shit make. I guess you can still claim King Krimzon, but don't be surprised when the color red pipes up and calls bullshit. The bottom line is, fuck off, and keep your kids off the internet. Stupid ass.